With October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it is important to know the who, what, and where of mammograms.
Dr. Wendy McDonald joins us now with more. Thanks so much for coming back.
Thanks for having me.
You know, I always had this question because if you don't book your mammogram right away, they tend to book out. So if you're like, it's a year and a half since your last one, like where do you get into the danger zone if it's over a year?
So the guidelines now actually say that you can start mammograms 45 is like kind of a standard guideline, but ACOG, which is the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecology, actually says 40 is okay. And they say every 1 to 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm a fan of every year, and so I am somebody who's going to try to book in advance and make sure it's every year. But if you're at a year and a half or even at 2 years, you're not outside of guidelines. You still should be in pretty good screening, you know.
Okay.
And then also, it really does depend on what that initial mammogram finds in the first place.
Absolutely.
If there's some warning signs or something that you need to keep up on, then absolutely, you need to book that appointment as soon as you leave.
That's right. Like, so they told me I have dense breast. I'm like, what breast? Like, I don't even know who's that you're talking about, but okay. And so when I often will get a mammogram because you can't even see all the way through. So I'm really on it because I want to make sure that you can, you know, that I'm going to catch anything if it's early. Because let's like make this plain. Early detection is the key, right? If you can find a microscopic or a lump that's before you can even feel it, then you're gonna survive that breast cancer. So we do want to make sure we're getting our mammograms, we're getting our ultrasounds if needed, we're getting a 3D mammogram if we're able to. It's that kind of thing.
Okay, so I'm in the same club you are. So then what's the point of a self-exam? Because you can't tell anything.
So you still can though.
Okay.
A lot of people will find their own lump. I mean, keep in mind, you're getting your mammogram once a year or once every year and a half or 2 years. You're seeing your doctor once a year, hopefully everybody. Yeah. And so, but you're going to see yourself all the time. You're going to see yourself once a month. People come in and they say, I felt this is new. That, if you didn't find that for 3 or 4 more months or 6 more months, that can make a difference.
Okay.
Some people are put off because their insurance won't cover it. What do you do in those situations? Is this a battle that you want to keep up? Do you pay out of pocket? Do you go try that? What options?
I think it's worth the battle. You know, I always think about what's the converse. Obviously, the hope is that no one has any breast cancer, right? But what if you do? And what if it's diagnosed late? Insurance is going to have to pay for that, or somebody's going to have to pay for it, whether it's time, energy, distress, you know what I mean? And so it's worth it to me to push insurance and maybe dip into, you know, your savings if that's what you need to do for your health. I think it's worth that. And keep in mind too, like some people will find a lump and it's nothing, right? It's just a fibroadenoma or something that's benign. And I'd still rather know that that's what it is than miss a cancer.
When do you know you need more than just a typical mammogram? Because I know there's multiple layers to what you can get in terms of screening.
So that kind of goes down to the family history discussion. So if you're somebody who has a family history of breast cancer, a family history of uterine, ovarian, or colon cancer, you may want to get genetic testing. And if you're able to get genetic testing and find that there is a genetic link, now some people are getting alternating breast, like alternating imaging, mammogram, 6 months later MRI, 6 months later mammogram again. So you often are going to go beyond a mammogram or ultrasound unless there is a genetic link, but you won't know that there's a genetic link unless you look for one.
Okay.
I'm noticing that a lot of women and a lot of younger women are getting these breast cancer diagnoses. Is it just me because it's a personal thing I'm experiencing, or is this starting to be a norm here?
I hope it's not a norm, but I do think that cancer is one of those things that you're seeing younger and younger. Even things like colon cancer, hearing of people who are passing away at younger ages, and breast cancer is one of those as well. So, you know, I think we need to focus globally and, you know, locally on our diets, on our exercise. Let's talk about things to reduce breast cancer rates, lowering our alcohol consumption, eating our green leafy vegetables, exercise. These are things that can help to reduce our chances of developing breast cancer. But you're right, I see it too in younger people.
Yeah. What about treatments?
Treatments, we're talking about, you know, lumpectomy.
Are they getting better?
Yes, technology is definitely improving. So chemotherapy has improved a lot, even in the last decade.
Yeah.
But if you're catching something early, we can even get a lumpectomy just to get the lump removed, or maybe even the single breast removed and get, you know, reconstructive surgery. But yes, there is radiation, there's chemotherapy, there are oral medications that can be used to ward off cancers if somebody is diagnosed, like tamoxifen. And so, yeah, there are a lot of great treatments, but let's catch it before we have to do all of that.
Do you recommend to people to get the gene testing?
I do if they if they hit the criteria. So
Okay.
if you have usually 2 or more family members, first-degree family members with breast cancer, especially anybody diagnosed under the age of 50,
Okay.
red flag.
Okay.
If you have breast, uterine, ovarian, colon, like any combination of those can be red flags too. And if you're somebody who's already in your, say, 40s or 50s and you're getting your mammograms, great, you're already getting your screening, but maybe you want to have your younger generation, your children, your nieces, your cousins get screened as well for those genetic links because they may want to start getting mammograms earlier than 40, maybe 35, maybe even younger.
Dr. Wendy. Hey,
Wait,
yep, we got something
we
for
got a
us?
little message
Ooh.
for us.
We got to wrap. Let's do it. Let's kick off our music. Ah! I know, right? Okay, this one's about mammograms.
All right.
Top shelf on the flatbed, packed in. Don't be worried, it's easy like Pac-Man. Mammo, only press for sexes. Detect lesions smaller than a necklace. Cancer in real life is a real curse, but we putting up a fight. You forget to get your screening. I know a trick and it's called a calendar invite or shower reminder. 3-finger fine, I'll be feeling for a lump like peas in the ice. And if you catch these, it could save your life. I'm gonna need to finish rapping and breathe once or twice. Wait, that was it.
That was
So
it.
good.
Calendar invite. Get your calendar invite. All right. All right. Dr. Wendy.
Love it,
love
Dr.
it.
Wendy. All right, follow her on social media. She's got some great follows out there. LoopObGyney.com and Dr. Every Woman on social media. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
That was great.